Hello everyone, welcome to Economy Hut. In the Economy Daily series, an initiative by Economy Hut, once again we are here today for all the important economy related news discussion for the day. So yes, let's get started. So the important news for the day are these four news. So let us see one by one what all these four news are about. So first news is related to the bond yields, right? And then the second news is regarding the NCDs, which are non-convertible debentures, right? Then the third news is related to the account aggregators, and the last news is related to the investment, like the venture capitalists have invested in this startup Rapido, right? So yes, one by one we will discuss all these four news, right? So yes, in the first news we will be discussing about what exactly is the bond yield and what exactly is the implication of this news. So the first news is telling about the sharp rise in the bond yields. So there is a sharp rise in the bond yields, and that's why all the money which has been previously invested in the equities is now being invested into the bond market. So first of all, we will understand what exactly is bond, then we will understand what exactly is the bond yield, and then we will understand what exactly is the bond spread, so that we can have a clear idea about all the things related to the bond market, right? So first of all, we will understand what exactly is the bond market. So here we have mentioned one example of a bond market. So this 10-year US government bonds are one of the example of the, the things which are issued in the bond market. And contrary to them, there is other term which is stock, right? So stock is one of the example for the equities market, right? So in the present news, the money is withdrawn from the stock market and then it is being invested into the bond market. So why it is happening, we'll see. So as per the news, we'll see. As we can able to see here, so the bond yields are rising, right? So bond yields are rising faster than the corporate earnings. So this corporate earnings profit is earned, or it can be visible through the increase in the stock price, right? But there is not any enough corporate earning or the profit, so that's why their profit margin percentage is quite lesser compared to the bond market profit. So that's why all the like institutional investors or the HNIs are investing now into the bond market more. So that is the news. Then second thing which we need to understand about this bond yield is what exactly, like the percentage in which the profit is like taken by the investor in the bond market is called as bond yield. So this percentage, so in this bond yield, for a particular time, like over a particular time, this money is invested into the bond market, and this profit is given in terms of percentage or the interest rate to that individual investor or the institutional investor, right? Now, these bond yields are sorry, the bonds are issued by two institutions. First is Federal Reserve of the US, and then the Reserve Bank of India. Now, in case if this bond market is constantly having high yields, so government has to like have some measures to control that situation. So that's why if both these regulatory bodies like Reserve Bank and the Federal Reserve, if they are tightening their monetary supplies, then there will be constantly rise in the bond yields, right? So in some way, if government is tightening their like monetary policy, then there will be there is already rise in this bond yields, and that bond yields will constantly rise if that is going to be the condition by the government's tightening monetary policy. Now, one of the other implications of tightening this monetary policy is the rates of interest will are also increase, uh, and the result of that will be the borrowings will also decrease, right? So that's why one implication of this increase this tightening monetary policy will be increase rise in the bond yields, and other implications will be interest rates will also increase, and the borrowings also will also increase, right? Now the last term which we need to understand about this bond market is the bond spread. So bond spread is nothing but the difference between two types of bonds, like the bonds which are issued by two entities, and that entities difference is calculated in terms of bond spread. So whoever is providing higher bond spread or the yield spread, the companies or the private institute investors will invest in that bonds, right? So yes, this is the first news in today's issues. Now the second news is regarding the defaults, right? So this is one of the institution, like the big the big private company in India. So they were in last year, in August 2020, they had a deal with Reliance Retail. So in that deal, they have sold all the company entities for this much amount to Reliance, right? So, but later on they were having some issues within the company, and they have already applied for the, like, to clear all that legalities. They have already applied to some tribunals as well. So, but the point is, like, this deal is not finalized yet. So until that deal is finalized, that company has taken some loan. This company, Future Enterprise, has taken some loan, and that loan is not being repaid by them to some to the banks or the other entities, right? Now this entity is run by this person, Kishore Biani, right? Now the loan which has been defaulted as of now is 1.22 crores. Now what exactly is that loan and how it is in general taken, we will see one by one, right? Now that loan has been taken in terms of NCDs. Now what are NCDs? So NCDs are non-convertible debentures, right? Non-convertible debentures. So these non-convertible debentures are sort of loans which are taken by this company, but that loan is taken in terms of public issues of uh, sort of long-term bonds, or some fixed tenure instruments, like debt instruments, right? So this company issues these debt instruments to the public, and that too for a fixed period, right? So that, like, they can have long-term investment from the public, right? So in one case, this Future Enterprises has raised, like, a huge amount through this NCD, and now they are not paying that. Now they are not paying a certain amount of interest rate or something which has been like assured by them to all these public issuers, right? So that's why they are now into the trouble, right? And the good thing about this NCD is, like, they are debentures which are secured, and the interest rate which is given on them are also called as coupon rate, right? Now the as we already discussed, there this debt ridden Future Enterprises were already having some deal, but the point is, like, they haven't finalized the deal as of now, because they are having some issues with the Amazon, right? Like, some Amazon were having some stake in this company, and so they were not allowing this deal to be finalized. So that's why they are having some cases as of now. So the point is, like, they are having these loans because they are not able to finalize the deal, and that's why this vicious cycle is continuing until the process is completed, right? So yes, this is the new news for the day. Now the next news is related to the aggregator systems. So what exactly is this aggregator system, we'll discuss. You might be heard about this. So this is the company which have done so many revolutions in India, like, sort of some examples of revolutions are UPI. Then by with the help of, like, this UPI and all, like, online digital payments, so we are so many Indians are able to pay the hassle free and online payments through their cell phones itself. So the next step in this digitalization journey is the introduction of this aggregator systems. So what exactly is the aggregator systems? So in the aggregator system, all the companies which are already having some financial information of the customers, like all the institutions like the banks, mutual fund house, insurance house, or a tax or GST platform. So they'll use that information to cater all the needs of the customers. So imagine like any institution, any institution who wants to give the loan to this person, and if they wants to like cross check all the documents which are given by these peoples, so they need to have that cross checking systematically, and sometimes that cross checking used to take so much time. So to make these things in a fast manner and in and completely transparent, this account aggregators will help. So this account aggregators will be sort of cloud service in which all the things will be done in a real time and in a quick manner, like instead of the previous documentation and long hassle process, right? So here we can discuss like these account aggregators are non-banking financial companies which will be licensed by RBI, and they'll act as a bridge, right? So here we can see they'll be providing this documentation and all the things like the documents which are already there with some banks, and the documents which are required by some online companies or some NBFCs who wants to give the loan. So they'll be sort of mediaries between all these two platforms, right? Now the so and as of now, like these many banks are able to complete like have their systems on this like update the system with the help of this account aggregator, right? And India is having around 12 public sector banks. So around out of them, only these banks are able to have the account aggregator platform as of now in their system, right? Now let us see exactly how this account aggregator system will work. So now imagine like one lady here wants to have some loan, then he needs to apply for that loan to some platform, right? And then that loan documents will be taken towards for a primary checkup to some next platform, right? And then this platform will have the checking of that documents, and sometimes it will take some time, like if this account aggregator system is not there. So instead of that, like once these documents are issued in their server or some system, then this account aggregator platform will take the consent from this person, like whether they want to have that access to like to have the verification of these documents from some other platforms where they have already submitted the document. So with the help of this account aggregator, they'll like share all this data and then cross check all the data in the real time, which will be quite easier one and the quicker one. So if once that like real time checking of the data is done, then the account will be, so that person will like instantly get that loan. And that then after that the e-sign process will be done, like the some documentation, partial documentation will be done, then then next all the procedures like the repay of the loan and all the things will be calculated by that, sorry like so all the things will be like evaluated by the system, and then in the end on the loan, all the loan will be dispersed to that lady. So the point here is like all the things we starting from the loan until the disbursement, so all the things are going to happen in a quite quicker manner compared to the previous traditional method. So one of the biggest like the profit of using this account aggregator system is the all the things like document verification and all things will happen in the real time instead of all the traditional methods. So the point of having this real time is all the things related to data and all the like services, financial services will have quick access to all the data and the documentation apart from the all traditional methods. And if all these things are happening, the taxes, the loans and all the other things will be delivered to the end customer quickly compared to the previous traditional banking method, right? So yes, that's why this account aggregator news is there in the news. And as of now, 9 banks have already as we can see there, 9 banks are already connected their system to the account aggregator system, and then five other PSBs are now in line in approving their system to this platform. Now, as of now, there are these four platforms which are acting as account aggregator. Now, all these four platforms will work under one like larger domain of Sahmati, which is a collective of all the account aggregators, right? So it's not like all these platforms will work individually to facilitate all this data. So they will work under one like domain, sorry, one like hierarchical authority who will be the head of all these operations. So yes, and apart from that, like there are also some new companies which are already coming for approval for this account aggregator. So once they are approved by RBI and the government of India, then other organizations will also be included in this like in this process. So yes, that is it for now. Like this is the news, and the next news is regarding the company which is this company which is startup, Bangalore based startup. This company provides the bike and taxi platforms, right? So they are like a company who provides a quick service of bike and taxi rental, right? So this company in their Series D round have raised around $180 million, right? And and in this investment round, they are able to get the investment from some big players in the companies like Swiggy and the TVS Motor Company, right? Now they'll be using these investments in increasing their customer experience, right? And they'll be increasing their uh, the prominence in tier 1 2 3 cities, right? And they'll also use this to increase to invest these funds into all these categories like bike, taxi, auto, and delivery, and to enhance the earnings. And as of now, this service is present in 100 plus cities, and they are having around 25 million plus customers as of now with them. So yes, that is it for now. Like this is the company Rapido, and they have raised the money from some institutional investment, sorry, investors or some big companies, right? So yes, that is it for now for today's news. So yes, we'll see you again once again in next videos. Thank you.